touchdown. Badgley out there to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. They coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now it's Watson. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Nick Chubb with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Fields now to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
first down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Fields. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Going deep here for Allen. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And some room to roam. There he goes, left side. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown. Allen Lazard, 83 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point try now for Crosby. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. These two teams all tied after 1. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now on 2nd and 13, Fields. His throw incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Read option. Here's Montgomery. Room here to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Here's Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. Able to slither by. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Packers. A CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. .38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Fields. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
18 more yards there and another first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, there's a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So, I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead. Make sure they take care of business in this one.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On first down, it's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 48 yards on the ground for him so far. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Watson. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Faking the give, now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Right, and I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. To the air yet again, Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Fields trying to throw for it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They go with Chubb on second down. And some space here. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Palladino now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Allen's got it complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the slot man goes in motion left. Fields on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Fields now to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken a 4th quarter lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second, and sometimes...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson swings this out for Hunt. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun, here's Watson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 145 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now Watson. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Watson now to throw. And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Fields able to find Kmet. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. All eyes on Fields. He finds his target, Allen. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Fields. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come.